from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is.
Good morning and welcome again to the GDFL Footy Show, coming to you from Buckley's Entertainment Centre in Breakwater in Geelong. Had a fantastic week of footy last weekend, a big round again with the Winchelsea Blues in the 94.7 match of the day. Will come over the top of a fast starting Werribee Central's footy club with Steve Oliver and Tim Vanderklooster doing most of the damage for the Blues. Bellpost Hill, well, they're in fantastic form at the moment, don't worry about that. They absolutely belted the Geelong West Cheetahs out at the Ring Road Recreation Reserve. East Geelong, much too good for the Cryer Devils, a really one-sided game there as well, with Joel Page kicking 6 goals for the Eagles. And of course the other game there, East Geelong again, I think I completely got that wrong. They were 11 players contributed to that game, and it was a magnificent effort indeed for the East Geelong Eagles. Inverleigh, well, absolutely annihilated the Tommy Tigers, absolutely cleaned them up completely with Dalton Grundell kicking 6 goals for the Inverleigh Hawks. I don't know what's happening out there at the Tommy Tigers. A lot of work to be done there. Out of Victoria Park, the North Geelong Magpies on their merry way again, too good for the Bannockburn Tigers. But Lee Harman kicking 3 goals on the forward line and a magnificent goal he kicked 2 in the third quarter. And the Anarchy Footy Club, well, they came over the top of the Belmont Lions and kicking an absolute magnificent win there with Phyllis kicking 4 goals for the Anarchy Roos. I'm Big Dick Philpott, and once again I haven't assembled all the names and brains in country football to eradicate, adjudicate, communicate. I've got just one beside me, and he's a legend from the North Geelong Footy Club. He actually played in our 2002 Premiership side, and he's also a great identity down at the Winchelsea Township and the Winchelsea Blues, and former interleague coach last year, Paul Price. Good morning.
Morning, Dick. How are we?
I'm all right, mate, except I completely stuffed up some of those things, but I'll have to get a new idiot sheet to follow, mate.
There was a lot to think of, wasn't there?
I got no idea what I was talking about then after time. Mate, welcome to the show, and a couple of things coming up in the next segment for a start. We're going to have you highlighted in footy flashbacks in 2004, that's a long time ago, Pricey, when you played against Bellpost Hill. Can you remember that game, mate?
It was Bellpost Hill at Bellpost Hill. It was the second year that I was coaching Winchelsea, and we brought a couple of players in, as in Kitchen, Hardingham, Reid, Wallen and Bogey from the year before. And look, we didn't get over the line that day, but we did play very well.
Fantastic, mate. Now, just going back to last year, you were the interleague coach last year, and I know that it was very frustrating for you, in the sense that all interleague coaches suffer the same fate, that they get a squad of players and they all get told that if they don't shape up, or they've got no excuse, they'll miss out on playing the week after. Same thing happened last year. You got a good squad going, and then all of a sudden late withdrawals.
Yeah, look, late withdrawals, and I suppose the more frustrating thing was it wasn't followed through. There was no players miss the week after, nor did they miss any games of football. So if you're going to keep throwing these lines out and then not back them up, it's no wonder that the players don't actually make themselves available, because they know there is no punishment coming. It's just a whole lot of false consequences that never eventuate.
So, Daryl Bissett, have you got any advice for Daryl, the Heat, who will be coaching the interleague side this year? He's really got to, I guess, set the rules down and make sure everyone sticks with them.
Oh, look, you can set the rules as much as you want, and I hope Bisso goes really well, and I hope every player in the league makes themselves available. But a fish does rot at the head, so the league themselves have to be held accountable. And if they're the ones that are making the rules, and they make it very hard for a coach who tries to implement the rules and then they don't back you up and follow through.
The fish rots at the head, mate.
It does.
That is unbelievable.
It's the first place it rots.
I've got to remember that for years to come. That is magnificent. Now, your young bloke, Jai.
Yes.
Jai's playing footy, is he, at all?
Yeah, Jai's in the Winchelsea under-18s.
Okay.
And if anyone is looking for a game of footy in the under-18s, we've only got 15 players, so more than welcome out at Winchelsea. And he's also part of our junior interleague development squad, or talent academy, along with a couple of other young fellas out at Winch.
Okay, and as you said, they're looking for under-18 players at Winch. With the reserves, is their depth good, or is that a bit of a problem as well at the moment?
It was good at the start. There were some players missing out on games at the start, but injuries have taken their toll a little bit out at Winchelsea. But they're still putting 2 sides out there, or 3 in fact. The under-18s go out each week, not with a lot of players, but they go out and they have a go.
And you've still got your personal training business out there, mate?
Still got that, myself and my wife. We keep sending you the invitation, but we haven't seen you yet. So hopefully one day we get you out there. But we are called personal trainers, not magicians. We might have our work cut out for it with you.
Good on you, Pricey. Now, With Winchelsea, do you have any connection with the club at all on the official basis now, or you just basically...
No, I'm just a dad watching my son in the under-18s and another one in the under-10s. So, look, take a vested interest. We live in the town.
Yep.
As we say, we run our business out of the town. And after spending 5 years coaching the club, certainly love the town. So, I only hope good things happen.
Mate, you've been around local footy a long time. We talked about it off air. Some of those results on Saturday are very concerning, aren't they? Very, very one-sided.
Yeah, look, they are. I think there's 2 standout sides in North Geelong and Bellpost Hill. And I think there's probably another 4 very good sides in Winchelsea, Werribee, Inverleigh and East Geelong. And I think the next 6 are in a fair bit of trouble.
Okay, what you've seen so far, do you think there's any standout players that... Okay, I'll ask you a question. Do you know who was in the squad at this stage of the interleague?
Have no idea.
No idea whatsoever. Are there players there that you would think would be automatically included?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, and that's the frustrating part, but I suppose one of the frustrating things too is some of our better players in our league are probably the wrong side of 30 or even 35. So it's very hard for them to get themselves up, and when they are a chance to have a week off, they'd probably prefer to take it. But you really want players to represent our league properly, because it is a great league. There's great people in it, and you're not just playing a game of footy, you're representing people that do a lot of work on the outside that they don't get to see. And that's the sad part. Like, stop being selfish and thinking it's all about yourself playing a game of footy, and look at those that represent your gatekeepers, your timekeepers, scoreboard attendants, all those. You're doing it for those sorts of people.
All right, take us back again to 2004. We've got the footy flashbacks coming up in the next segment. You've already told us about a couple of players that are in there. Is the footy changed from 2004 when you played then, or even before when I think you came from St Mary's originally, is that right?
Yeah, originally at St Mary's, yeah.
You're looking at footy from the outside now as a spectator, and taking into account 2004, has it improved since then? Has it changed? We haven't got down to the bad sort of situations like the AFL got, by the way, they're knocking, giving blokes 2 or 3 weeks suspension for doing nothing. But how do you reckon it's changed over the years?
Oh, look, it's changed a little bit. I wouldn't say it's changed greatly. I don't know whether it's as fanatical as what it was. Yep. I think kids these days, the thing where it's probably changed the most is our kids seem to find other things to do at the 16, 17, 18 years of age. That's when we're losing them. Yep. Up until 15 years of age, I think there's some of them are still sleeping with footies. But that 16, 17, 18 years of age where they get jobs, they get phones, they get Facebook, they get that stuff. And so at times we're losing some really good footies at an early age. And they are coming back. Some of our better players are on the other side of 30, which is a little bit concerning. But look, footy's still in a good state. I love it no matter how it's played.
Well, Pricey, thanks for coming in, mate. Really do appreciate it. And make sure you give Tracy a big cuddle for Mother's Day tomorrow, which I know you will.
Look, yeah, it's contentious, isn't it? Well, she's not my mother. She might be the mother of the children, so hopefully they give her a big cuddle and buy her a nice present.
Oh, very nice indeed. Paul Price, thanks for coming in this morning, mate. An absolute legend around local footy. I reckon you are anyway. And good luck for the rest of the thing. And we look forward to the footy flashbacks coming up next segment.
Yeah, hopefully I'll look a little bit faster and skinnier.
You'll be right, mate. I'll never look faster and skinnier. Paul Price, our special guest on this morning. Going to take a break and we'll be right back with footy flashbacks.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.